Hello, my dear Aquarius. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between October 16 to October 31st, 2016 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can contact me at queenofcupstarot@outlook.com. So, October 16, we will have the full moon, the supermoon. It is also known as the hunter moon by Native Americans and the blood moon throughout the world. It will be the first of 3 supermoons for 2016. It will look slightly larger and brighter than usual. At October 20 to 21, we'll have the Orionids meteor shower that radiates from the constellation of Orion. I love to watch them at night when it comes to those meteor showers. It is dust grains left behind by Comet Halley. October 30, we will have the new moon in daytime. So the night at this time will be very dark without the moon. So if you're a stargazer, it's perfect time to watch the stars. So I call the divine with love and light, and I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Aquarius. I want my Aquarius viewers to find love in their lives and creative success, and also be guided towards spiritual enlightenment and to find their highest path towards their destiny. Okay, so it seems to be ready. So I'll just tune in a little bit to you, Aquarius, the second part of October 2016. So this is the future, and this is the now, and here's the past. The now, it's probably the time between the second part of October 2016. But whenever you watch this is fine. It's probably the exact right time to watch it. So the first card for you is Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands is a beautiful card about new beginning. It's like you have left the old life behind you and you're rising anew like this butterfly, totally like renewed. You have gone through some deep metamorphosis. And it's fire energy. Fire goes very well with air. You're an air sign. So it enhances and sometimes getting like out of hand, like a forest fire. So it could have been a little forest fire here. And this is like the new growth that comes like really uniquely after those kinds of fires. So it's a new dawn for you, it looks, and it's a beautiful city or castle there in the distance, like in the horizon here. I thought I would show it to you, but it doesn't want to. No. Yeah, there it is. So you see. Castles, it's usually your goal. It can also be like the total self, where you are healed yourself, and it can also be like something that you want really dearly, like a relationship or family or something like this. So here you have it's beautiful. It's the 8 of Swords, and you see you have the castle exactly there, like you're already at home, but you don't see it because you have blindfolded yourself and you're restrained by a lot of thoughts here, or a lot of restrictions that you have made up on yourself, and a lot of ideas like how you should behave and how you should be. But really, if you just took down like all other people maps and like regulations of you, and took up off the blindfold and turn around, you will see that you're home. You're already there. You just need to be more in the now and accept more about yourself, like how you are these days, like this new you. It may be like feel a little uncomfortable. You might be shocked about your own behavior and like how you are getting out of order, and not following like the old like cultural rules anymore, like how to behave, things like this. But you're at home. That's what matters, and eventually I guess you will find that out also, and see that yes, you're already in place. It's this with, you can be in the now whenever you choose. Like now, can you feel like the textures against your body? Can you hear the sounds? Can you hear the stillness? It's when you are in the now, and then you are at home. So it can be as simple as that. You don't need to search outside of yourself. It's there. It's already there. And here we have a beautiful little Queen of Cups sitting here, watching their emotions in the cup, taking the advices that comes from their intuition, from their emotion, from their hunches and guesses and things. So maybe it's you becoming like more like this, seeing your feelings, not only trying to be logical and restrain yourself, but actually like open up to your feelings. Maybe this is the advice that you will still like shelter yourself, but you don't need to follow the old maps of like how your parents, maybe your teachers, your friends, your lovers have like tried to alter you or make you to someone else than you are, or how you have tried to make yourself someone else that you are, maybe an invincible person without feelings. And here they are like in full bloom, your feelings, and this is indicated that if you are listening to them, you will both find your home and find a deep connection with the spirits. And she's sitting here by the beach. She's very leveled with the sea, so when the waves comes, they will hit her, and she doesn't mind. And the waves are of course waves of emotions, and emotions are vibrations, energy, frequency. So it's not something dangerous, and she knows it. She just takes the information from it. And it's like a road leading to her here with white flowers. So it's like if you if you follow your own like pure instincts, like your pure self, you will find her within you, I guess. So very beautiful, Aquarius. The next card for you, it's a Four of Pentacles. So there might be someone watching your home and doesn't want to let you in. It could be your ego or an actual person. Like if it's your ego, it's probably the same like in this Eight of Swords. Here it's more like thinking, thinking like I need to do that, but then it will become like so, and that will lead to that. But I can try this, and this will go to, not really acting instinctively, but more like calculating things and trying to outsmart situations. But it's better to do this when you have like much more information, like when you have your communication from your soul due to your feelings here. But this is the Four of Pentacles here. It's like putting yourself in a safe position in some sense, like either not having to do with people at all, or someone is like have been closing you out, or you are trying to close people out, or you are trying to have like really firm boundaries, like really be really square, be really like you have your principles, you need to be like this and this, and this is how people should be, and you have a lot of rules maybe, and this is making you feel safe, and if people cross those rules, you will be upset. But also it's good, sometimes it's very good to have like this firm kind of foundation, because it's Four of Pentacles, that's Four of Earth. It's like how you build houses. It's really good, it's very stable. But if it's keeping you more in this like position of not having this energy flow, but more like you are not really alive, you're just like watching your being from being attacked, or like trying to be outsmart people, or try to hide away from people, or you try to put up boundaries, so it's like impossible to be with you because you have so many rules, then it's a problem. If it's just you, like having easy to say yes and no without any problem, without any hesitation, just feeling like this is what I want, this is what I don't want, and then it's good, then it's a great foundation. But if it's like you starting to shelter yourself, you see he has crossed his arms over his heart chakra, put like some coins there, so it's like you have put some earthly value over the value to have an open heart chakra, to invite people in. Yes, so there's where you're becoming more like a living dead zombie kind of vampire person instead of a living breathing one. So that's where I think you need to watch out. But if you are building a strong foundation for your new house, that's great. But don't lose your heart in this. And the next card, it's the moon. So I guess you will find your heart. It's usually where you find it. It's in your depression. It's how your heart betraying you, not letting you be in this safe location, like shelter yourself from other people, because you might love someone that's not, you feel like they are not good for you, or they don't want you, or they it could be a different situation where you feel like your heart wants something else than your logic mind. And it's a tricky situation. It's not easy. I won't tell you that it's easy, but I want you to have an open heart. Even if it's like loving someone that's not longer there. If this is the truth, then don't deny it. Find out the truth. The moon is illusion, so find out the truth. What do you really feel? What do you really want? What do you really long for? What's your goals? Because you have the Ace of Wands, and you're almost with your castle, and you're sitting on the stair to your castle. So you need to find out what that castle is. What is it that's really home for you? That's really like have been come to your goal, to find your right place. What is it to you to have done this? So the only way to find it out is through your emotions, to watching them. You see, she's watching them like straight here, and she has really gone into them, like really deep down in the subconscious, walking around there, but with her attention, with this wand. She has found this wand. She is able to be in the now, be awake. It's like, you can watch the thinker. You can watch your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. You are not the thing you are thinking. You are not the things you are feeling either. Both are communication systems. And now you know that. So you have your wand, and that is your I am, your soul. So you have your soul there. Wherever you put your attention, there's your soul. You can put it in your fingers and feel the warm and tingling, and there's your soul. You can put it in your heart and feel maybe the warmth and the homey feeling or sadness, and that's your soul being there. And you can put it in your feet and feel how your feet feels, tinglings or warmth and coldness. There's your soul being there in your feet. It's your attention. So you have your attention, and you have brought it down. You have taken it down to your subconscious, to where you're trying to shelter yourself from those feelings. You have crossed your heart, so it's something that's aching a little bit. And now you look at that pain and see what it is. So you take the information from it, and you are being there with your soul, with your mind, with your attention, with your now, like sense of being here and now. So it's beautiful. You are trying to like adjust and like regulate, like tune in to your communication system. So you're doing the work. That's nicely. You are resisting it, but you're doing it. So I'm really proud of you. You don't want to feel it. You would prefer not to. But you need to know the truth of your situation. You need to take all the feelings out in the daylight. So maybe you're loving someone that's not longer there, or that's not worth of loving, or you're longing for something like that you think you can't have, but at least you know now what's your goal, and then you can start attracting that, and you can start manifesting what you want, and at least you know the truth of your situation, so you will be able to make a better decision. When you're like this, like all tangled up, doesn't know anything, well, then you are like totally unable to make a decision. So you need to know the truth of your situation, feel your feelings, go down deep within, and excavate with your mind. Go through your body, find the most uncomfortable feeling in your body and stay with it, and light it. Make it this shadowy feeling into light. You don't need to do anything except for seeing it, accepting it. Acceptance is the key, because both those cards is talking about resistance. When you are resisting, you're creating pain. When you're seeing and accepting, you're healing from pain. So this is resisting, building up more pain, and this is releasing, finding the truth of your situation, releasing this blockage that you have made here for yourself, just seeing them with your attention, with your light, feeling them, accepting them. And they will be released and healed, and you can take the next uncomfortable feeling. So it will take time, and it's boring also, probably it's hurtful, but it's nothing dangerous. It will heal you, it won't harm you. So the next row here is we have a King of Cups as well. So it seems like it's a lovers couple here, and an Ace of Wands. So I think the king here, he has a clear view of what he wants, and he also takes the information of his feeling. He doesn't sit like in the level of the sea like the queen does. So he's just like more watching his feeling than feeling them maybe. But he has the Ace of Wands like right over his head, so he's good to go. Like he already knows what he wants. He has decided, it seems. So he's very firm in his position. And it's something that he's longing for. And with the Ace of Wands, it's always something that you want to create, because you're here like a soul, like a creator. So you're not here to just like resist things. So he's here. He wants to create something. He's open for business. He wants to do something, renew himself in some level. But it seems to be like it's building up like some kind of resistance between those two. No, here comes the Queen of Wands actually. So, we'll see what's going on here. It actually seems like you have taken in like both yours, like by what you are doing here, you're actually taking in both your like your healed self, like you have now being like mastered a little bit more the moon, like your feelings, you know them now, and you have the wands also. You see, it's like the total moon card here. It's like you have become whole. It's like you have the king here, the King of Cups, the one that feels the feelings, take the information, and you also have the Queen of Wands, like the attention, the wand, like the creator, the one that knows what to do with this information. So it's very beautiful. It looks like a healing situation. So you might have like restrict yourself before, and it seems for me I felt like it's two persons here that's maybe have like some kind of opposition. But the Queen of Wands, she's actually saving the day here. So we'll see what's happening. Yes, and here comes a Nine of Pentacles. So that's a very that's a card about like being very self-sufficient. And she's surrounded here by queens, and this person is pregnant. So it seems like you're about to create like your new future here, and it's like very beautiful. It's nothing changes now. You're on the brink of like being a true creator, and that means that you can ask the Gemini like question after question and get like answers, like your prayers answered. Yes, you can ask whatever you want and you will get it, because this is like, it seems like you have really started to understand like how you create things for yourself, like beautiful things, making the world more beautiful. Oh yes, you see Page of Cups here. Instead of this stubborn person not wanting to feel their feelings, like have shut down their heart chakra, so it's totally open now. This is really beautiful. So she is like speaking with the divine through her cups here, as the Queen of Cups does. And she doesn't mind being like overwhelmed by feelings. It's her element, so she's getting to know it. She's very young, so she's like really good of learning new languages, and she's here like learning the language of love, language of emotions, language of stress and pain and everything. She's just taking the information, and she's really happy about it, because it's like her superpower. She's learning a second language, the language of feeling, and she doesn't like protect herself anymore. So it's a renewal, it's a new beginning again, and it's a gift for you. It's like someone's handing out a gift. She has it here for you. Like, yes, take this gift. I'm granting you the gift of your feelings, of your open feelings, of your open communication with the divine. So it's very beautiful. the last time I know that you hesitated on one little thing, and it seems to have been representing here. But now it's like, yeah, it's much better. It's nothing comes and wreck the situation. Okay, we have the devil here. Oh yes, of course. So, but it's a good thing actually. When you go down to the moon here, when you go down to the netherworld, what do you find? What do you need to find? You need to go to Hades. You know, you need to go to the netherworld, the king of the netherworld, and he actually keeps your inner children here, or your different kind of skills and talents and strength. You know, maybe your wolf pack is kept here in captivity because people have told you, you know, how to behave, how to act, how to be a good person, how to be only light and don't have darkness within you. But now you have realized through your work with yourself that you need to be your whole person. So you're actually going down here to the netherworld to find all your lost talents, your strength, your wolf pack, like being the total you. Maybe a bit more rebellious, maybe a bit more uncomfortable for your surrounding, but certainly much more comfortable for yourself, because you're going to be whole and you are going to know much more things because you are going to have a total contact with your soul. And yes, it might be like you're dreaming of like you're taking up a goat or something from the basement, or like giving it a new kind of stable, and it's actually your strength. The goat is a nice thing. They are stubborn, okay, so you might be a bit more stubborn from now on, but you will also have your strength and stubbornness to reach your goal and to not give up and to have like some kind of stamina, and also not be a sheep in the flock, but a wolf or a lion or someone that, or an eagle, like you know, a person that's doing their own thing. You are not here to be like conformative. You are here to be uniquely you. So now you are finding your wolf pack here in the basement, like your inner child, maybe like your heart, your sweet heart that wasn't like able to make it in the world because they were too fragile. And you might have your strength, like the person always talking back, and that person is now invited in your life, so you're going to have to learn those people because they are small, maybe. It depends when you abandon them, so they might be small. So one person could be like really like a teenager talking back, and the other one will be like a crying baby. So you need to take them up and raise them and make them more mature and be like their adult. So when the revolutionary person wants to say like, I hate this situation, and I want to like I want to stuff this into their faces, then your adult person says, I don't feel comfortable in this situation. Actually, I'm becoming a little bit angry. We need to talk about this. So diplomacy and being an adult helps. And if you are always feel like crying, yeah, do that, and say to the person, yes, I'm really sad, but I don't know why. I'm just crying now. I think it's good. I think it's a healing process. So you don't scare your surrounding too much with your new you. So I don't mean to put restraint. You need to, if you have taken up your wolf pack from your basement, you also need to nurture them to stay. So they need to have their voices heard. You need to let them be heard, but in a diplomatic way. So a win-win for everyone. So next row, this was your now, and this looks very beautiful. So you are taking up your strength here from the basement, and you're totally like safe with your feelings, and you're feeling like you're more that you still can be very like a self-sufficient person, but you can also spread the beauty a bit more to the world. You don't need to like keep it for yourself and, you know, clinch to it. You can share, so it's more beautiful. And here's the future. Then we have Knight of Swords coming in. That might be your rebel, your inner rebel, and a bit of a warrior maybe. So we'll see how you will handle this, how you are advised to handle this, because this is the this is the warrior of the deck. You have the Chariot as well. It's keeping a warrior in the driver's seat, but here's a warrior, and he's like going to the left here, attacking something. And his horse is like a white horse, so it's known feelings, and it's yellow, so it's your solar plexus. Usually this guy is making a havoc in people's lives. He's a rebel. He wants to conquer, he wants to defeat, he wants to win. So we'll see what it goes. It's a really hasty energy here. And then we have, oh, a 10 of Pentacles. So maybe this is what you are going for. Something you have restrained yourself from before, like trying to not want this, maybe trying to not want the things that you really want. And now you have like acknowledged what you want, and this is what you want. 10 of Pentacles, it's a place of value. It could be like you want to reach out to someone in your Aquarius way here. Maybe you want a house, you maybe want a partner, you might want children, you might want to grow old together with someone, or you want to meet your grandchildren or get contact back with some people. You want to have loyalty and like a place of value. It could be a workplace as well. It's something that you get valuable things out of, like safety and security and feeling well taken care of, feeling useful, feeling worthy, included. So I don't know if he's going from this situation or like he's wanting this situation, like he's going out to get it, but it seems like he's going away from it, like how the card is depicted. But with this, it seems like it's something that you have finally realized that you want, and this is the goal of the King of Cups. It seems to be like, yes, I will go out and get it. There's no restriction with this here. And here it was restriction, and now finally admitting to yourself what you want, and not like being in the sorry for my dog, he's trying to make his bed on my wooden floor. So it seems like you have finally admit what you wanted, instead of like being in illusion, don't know what you want and don't knowing your full strength and so on. And here you have a little Page of Pentacles. Comes underneath the Queen of Cups. It's a lot of people here in your spread. I will try to sort it out a little bit later. But people here, it's usually like, it can be a person. It could be an action that you are doing, or an energy that's flowing through your life, like you are taking in a new energy. And this is a Page of Pentacles. And it comes underneath Queen of Cups, like your open emotion, like making the world more beautiful. And this seems to be like your mission here, to have open feelings and make the world more beautiful. She has it really like high here and like close to her heart chakra, and also in her view. So it's like a mission. It's like something she wants to accomplish. And she has this tree in the background, and also the goat, but without horns. So it seems really white and tame and beautiful. Wants to do good. You want to use your strength to do good. So that's fine. And the tree is like taking down light and making it to sugar, flowers, fruits, and also breathing in carbon dioxide and breathing out oxygen for us. So they are like our diverse lungs, and you are this beautiful person taking down the soul's light in the world, making it into flowers and fruits, you know, beautiful things by the things that you do, like on a daily basis, maybe in work. This can represent work, but it can also be like you are making your family life more beautiful, or your relationships more beautiful. But you have the Nine of Pentacles really central. So it can indicate that it's about work and being self-sufficient, and how you are like going to create your future when it comes to work. You have this Four of Pentacles, also like stability, like a house or a company or something. So in the next card underneath the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Cups comes a Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is like it's like a pulse. It's like something it's needed to be digested. So it can have been like a tiresome situation for you. It's a bit resembling the Eight of Swords, with being like trapped a little bit. So it might be like you want something, but you might not really be ready to tell people. You might want to keep it for yourself. You have the Knight of Swords here, so it's a very hasty energy. But it might be like you feel like you want to reach out and talk with someone maybe, or get back something, or like conquer something. But it's like it's a bit new maybe, and a bit like something you're not really used to do. It can be like you're finding your soul purpose, or finding your soulmate, like someone that you want to share life with, someone, or you maybe just discovering that you want a stable partner for life, or that you want a more stable income or something. But it's like you're hesitating here a little bit, and Four of Swords is usually it's many things, but Four of Swords is sometimes people not speaking to each other, and you have a Four of Pentacles here, like resisting something, but you know the truth of your situation now because your heart is open, but it's like you're not really telling people just yet. But it can also be like you need a time to digest it. You need to like feel the new skills that you have and like put them in the right place in your body, and yes, it might take a few weeks before you can feel fully comfortable with the new you, and you're an air person, so you might want to like see things logically and categorize things, and know how you are going to react in certain situation. Maybe you don't want the rebel to be quite as rebellious. But try to not restrain yourself too much, because then we are back to square one and we have to do this all over again. So try to just, yes, take a time to digest maybe, but not so long time, no. Okay, yes, okay. This is usually sacrifice of time, and this is time passing by, but this is also, I think, when it comes underneath the moon and the shadow side here, like the devil and the moon, it's like dark things. And it's like, it might be something that you, of your old self, that you need to sacrifice and you don't want to, you see. I think it's something that you don't want to, and it's something related maybe to this, because you have the yellow here. So it might be like your old ways, like how you conquered the world, how you felt safe, your survival skills, like how you put yourself in a position of superiority, like how you managed things, how you were on top of things. It's like something, it's itching a little bit. It's like you don't want to sacrifice this just yet, because you don't know what will come on the other side. But this is the hangman, so it's something that's need to be sacrificed. And I have dreamt about this situation. It's actually I dreamt about Xibalba, and that's like from native South American religions. This goddess, like she's a black hole, you can say. She's nothingness, she's like emptiness, but she's also full of everything. So she's very much like the high priestess figure. And it's like right about now, we are going through some energy shift on Earth and also in the Milky Way. And we need to sacrifice a lot of old things, because we need to sacrifice the old to regain the new. And therefore I dreamt I was on a festival for sacrificing to Xibalba, and she was not happy with the things that people sacrificed to her, so she stole my mobile phone. And I was really sad, because I had a lot of pictures in there, but it just like it went up in atoms and was sucked down into a well that was on the property on a hill. So I went to, everyone else was running because no one else wanted to be sacrificed to Xibalba, but I went to the hall and asked her, what do we need to sacrifice? And it was a little girl there down in the hall. She looked like this, very much like this. And she seemed friendly enough. So I asked her, what do we need to sacrifice? And she said, well, everything you don't need anymore. Like all the things that you are just keeping because you keep it. So it's kind of this. You see, keep it just for keeps. So it could be like everything. It's things that's broken, things that you don't no longer need. People that you don't longer love, like friends you don't no longer have any connections to. It could be presents that you have been given, but you have never put them out in your house, or you don't love them. So you can put all your things like out in the yard and just take in the things that you really love, and the rest you let a company pick it up, or you sell it like on a garage sale. So whatever you need to do to sacrifice what's need to be sacrificed to make this new future for you, to make this new brand new, like this new dawn for you, this you finding what you want, what you truly want to do. It's like a creation process here with the Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. It's like a soul energy that wants to come through here. So you need to sacrifice the old, and it seems like you need to sacrifice the old is like your security, like how you managed in life before, like how you got by, like your survival skills, things like this. It can of course also be like this Knight of Swords in the Tot Tarot. It's depicted like a person that wants to move forward and really hasty, and it has a goal, it has a purpose. So he uses the sword to cut off everything that's like making the chariot go slower, that making his speed, like his speed of light, like slow down. So everything that's not you, like in his best interest anymore, he's cutting it off, and therefore this could actually be like how you are making this kind of sacrifice, and you might need to take a little time, and then you will know what you need to sacrifice, and it's something that will like get rid of the old, because you can have, like we say, you can have 100% of energy in your life and you already are up to 100%. Then you need to sacrifice a lot of things to get in the new energy, to start anew, to have this new beginning that you are promised here in the cards. So figure it out. She said that it's fine with broken things also. Everything gets like renewed on the other side. And it's like those old, like how we used to buried our dead before. We put a lot of things with them in their tomb, and it's like sacrifice. So they would have things on the other side. See it as like a dimensional portal, and you're sacrificing things through that portal. So you will have things on the other side that you need. That's in your best interest. You have this also in all old burial traditions, but especially in Egypt and China, it's very visible there, and also in the Native American, South Americans. So look into that. What can you sacrifice? Clean out your closet at least. And yeah, don't buy so much new stuff. Try to not own so much. Maybe you need to travel lightly. Maybe you need to be able to move really quickly. You don't know what the future holds. Okay, so for Aquarius, we had one card here. It's the Sisters of the Seasons, cycles of growth, natural law, divine order. So it seems to be, yeah, it's this Four of Swords, I think. Like, yes, take some time to digest everything. It might be winter now, and after winter it comes spring, so it might be a bit dark, or it might be a bit like uncertainty, but it will move on. But it's Sisters of Seasons, cycle of growth, natural law, divine order. So sacrifice things, winter is a time of sacrifice, and spring is a time of renewal. So it's like Sisters of Seasons. Something need to be stabilized, to be, yes, you are going to start totally fresh on something. It can be like with an old relationship or an old work, but it still will be totally different. So you have the Fire Prince here, optimism and aggression, and the Lady of the Gift. Yeah, so it's something with giving. It's definitely something with giving and being optimistic for other people too, like loving them and actually like see them like they are trying to, that people are actually trying to be better. Optimism and aggression, so be mindful not putting, like enlightening a forest fire you can't put out. So it was a little bit what I said here, but it's also the light of attention that you have used when you have went down to the netherworld. So it's like a creation energy, very very here in your life, trying to change things, trying to burn up old things and renew things. And here you have the Lady of the Gift. So this is generosity, receiving, withholding. So it's forbidden to withhold things in her world. So it's much about giving here, sacrificing, get rid of, not hold on so tightly to things anymore. You need a snake, the snake needs to renewal its skin. So the Fire Prince is often depicted like a snake in the bird phoenix. So it's a very, it's about the 10th, offering of the 10th. So you need to sacrifice a little thing to get like a new start in your life. It could be sacrifice of pride. It could be sacrifice of like letting other people win. It could be stuff. It could be giving something away. that you have resisted giving away, and now you're just giving it. So, past life oracle card for you. Let's see what that's saying about this situation. Oh, very many cards. Yeah, okay. It's persecution and inquisition, and it looks much like this card here. How you have restricted yourself because you fear, like in your head, that someone will punish you for what you did or what you are about to do. So you're trying to like think ahead and try to not upset anyone, and not like find yourself in this spot where you will be highlighted with your faults, with your flaws. So you need to look at about that, because you have an inner inner person that's your judge, like making accusations towards you. It's in your mind, I think, like someone's talking there. So be aware of that, and don't judge yourself. And yeah, don't care so much about what other people think. Care more about how you feel. That's a better thing. And you have a monk or a nun, and in some case I feel that this is like connected with this card. So it can have been that you have made like some old promise, some old kind of like promise of value, some kind of value. It's like being a better person in some way, and this has also like put you in a kind of a prison in some way, like maybe it's something to do with your body, that you're not allowing yourself to have what your body wants, because you have a lot of queens here and pages, and that's about the body, that you need to let your body have the needs that it needs to have. You're living in 3D, you're not like in fifth or sixth dimension. You're not being like an angel creature that can live on nectar or sunlight. You're not that kind of being. You're in 3D. You need love, and you need people to touch you and feel you and be close to you, and you need to have people caring about you, and you need to have food, you need to have shelter, you need to have security. You're a vulnerable little creature here on earth. So don't try to be like some kind of asket. I don't know the name, but some type of person that's like above those kind of needs, because it will only create a new shadow for you. And it's also about forgiveness. Forgiveness, yes. So forgiveness is very central in this, with sacrifice. If you can forgive and see to that every person is like trying their best, and they might not be as well equipped as you, so they can't like manage to do the same things that you are doing. They can't like be on your level, so you need to forgive people for being inadequate, and not have learned the same things that you have learned, and not walked in your shoes. They have walked in their shoes, and they have had their experience, which has led to the people that they are right now. So don't judge people before you have walked a mile in their shoes. And also help people if they are not like as fast as you and understand things as quick as you do. Well, help them instead of make them feel ridiculous or like judge them. Forgiveness and understanding of others, and also you might need to forgive maybe parents or things, because you need to release a lot of energy to make this new beginning, so you can't be stuck in old things. So forgiveness is central. And then we have trees. So trees is beautiful. It's trees are living long lives, and they have the roots going deep down through like the soil, deep down to the different layers. Like humankind is like living on one layer now. 10,000 years ago we lived on another layer, like much more deeper down in earth. And the roots of the trees is reaching everywhere, and also the crown is reaching up to the stars and to the sun. So the roots is here, down here. You see this tree here, it's the roots, it's one of the roots from this tree. So you need to go down to your roots, I think, and make a lot of forgiveness, and take up a lot of things that you have lost during the way, like things that you have not allowed yourself to be. Because you need to be a total being. You need to be the whole tree now. You can't be like one branch just, or like what you choose to be. You need to be the whole thing. So you see, it's very central here. Forgiveness, stop judging yourself and others. Try to be friend with your body. Forgive a lot of people. This is what you do in the netherworld, actually. You're finding like the respect for yourself, and not to like haunt yourself anymore with what you need to be or what you need to do or how you need to behave. This is stopping when you have went down to the netherworld. And also monk and nun are stopping, because when you go down there, you will be friend with your body again, friend with your needs, because the shadow side is your like the needs that you have rejected yourself to have. Like, no, I don't need that person, I don't love them anymore, I don't need that kind of substance, I don't need this, I am totally invincible, I'm above it all. No, you're not. You're in 3D, so you're deep in the soil, and you need to be. And this is how you are building your own temple for yourself. And your body might want certain foods now, so give it to it, even if it's strange, and even if it's like unusual. Like usually you should eat more vegetables if possible, and if you feel cravings about nuts and vegetables, and yeah, so eat it as much as you want. And forgiveness, like forgive the persons that's put you here in the first place. Forgive it, because in other case you leave a lot of energy here anyway. So just try to see that they did their best they could, and it wasn't enough, no, but it's human development, so we are getting better each and every day, and you need to forgive what have happened before down here in the roots. So it's a very good picture of you becoming a full tree, like you becoming a full person. Like it could be better depicted like this. You are making the world more beautiful. Trees are like taking down sunlight and making it into sugar. So and they can make flowers, they can make nuts, they can make fruits, whatever. And they are also our reversed lungs. They are breathing in carbon dioxide and breathing out oxygen for us to breathe. So they are without them we will be lost. They are our brothers and sisters here on earth, and they are much more wiser and older than we are, and they contain a lot of light. So be friendly with the trees, take care of trees. You have also a tree here, you're hanging from this tree, and the world is upside down, the reversed kind of lungs you have. So you have a tree kind of view of things right now, so take value this time, it's precious. It will be totally new when you have realized everything that you need to know here. So okay, thank you, dear Aquarius, for this beautiful insight in your lives, how beautiful you are, Aquarius, and when you're not restricting yourself and being too over logical and actually open up your heart, you're really valuable here on earth. As long as you're keeping a logic mind and trying to solve everything with your head, you're only like 10% of what we need. We need to have your full being here now, not just 10%. So skip the logic mind, please, and dig deep into your roots of who you really are, like on every level, and don't reject yourself anymore. Be the total being that you are. So it will be beautiful, it will be wonderful, you will be more happy and content and more like feeling at home. So I'm very grateful for all of you watching, liking and subscribing to my videos, and also for all of you writing comments. I'm reading as almost everyone if I have the time, so, and answer sometimes also. And I would like to see you again in the beginning of November when we come with the next Aquarius reading for you. So take really good care until then, and bye bye.